Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are. We are back with another, Rumble Bros Gaming, podcast, and today instead of a game, even though our whole thing is gaming, we are doing this free code camp. It is completely free, as in the name, if you didn't see that, which I'm guessing you probably didn't, and we are going to do the first HTML course.
I've put my son James up to this. This is Rumble Dad, otherwise known as Tommy. Rumble Bros, father figure, actual father.
All of those names sucks except
with a
actual
hell of
father.
a figure. Actually, not so much. Anyway, we're here on Free Code Camp.
It's not hell of a figure, it's a dad bod.
We're here on Free Code Camp.
Wait,
we're doing
father
the
figure.
first course. We're going to learn HTML by building a cat photo app. You can also get your son or daughter started on this for absolutely free. And we did not read what we were supposed to do. But we're going to build this app. Here's a preview of what you'll build, a cat photo app. Now, step one. See that, son? HTML elements have opening tags like H1 and closing tags like H1 with a slash in front of it. The text for an element goes between its opening and closing tags. Find the H1 element and change its text to cat photo app. Now you see there on the right how it just says hello world?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think you're already off to a funky start. Take hello world. Let's put that tag back in. Did you see how it changed from bold to not so bold?
Tags?
Nope. Ooh, this is a travesty.
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
What
it said.
Delete all that. Put H1 in there, please.
H1.
Now let's do. Now you're going to do a lowercase h.
Is this important?
Now that's not 100% necessary, but it's standardized. Now let's take that hello world and let's change it to say what it tells you to make a change to say. Hot diggity. I think we got it. Now hit that check your code button.
I think we got it wrong.
Boom. Congratulations, your code passes. Look at that. It even gives you a little quip.
That was legend. Wait for it. Dairy. You didn't have to wait.
Now, we have moved on to step 2 of our little coding adventure. And it says
the H1 through H6 heading elements are used to signify
the importance of content below them. The lower the number,
the higher the importance. So H2 elements have less importance than H1 elements. Only use one H1
element per page and place lower
importance headings below higher importance headings. Below the H1 element, add an H2 element with this text.
Who knew reading could be a duet?
This is me.
Now look, it says below that H1 element, All right.
Did I do it right?
You know, somewhat, but standardizes you're going to put that tag on a new line. So let's put that little greater than bracket back. Then we take one off. And now on line 4, let's remove that. Line 4. You see there's a line 4? But come on.
You said a line 4.
Take your mouse. Look, it says 3.
Where?
And there's a 4 right below it.
Where? Oh, okay.
Well, you can delete that line and click on line 4. Now,
I see.
Here we go. They want you to make an H2 element. So let's. There, now you're catching on. Pretty close. Little typo there. We're pooped. Remember the importance of the home row. That home row is absolutely key. Get it? The home row is key. Okay, come on now. We want our closing tag.
Okay, cat photos.
We're going to duplicate that top line, but we're going to make it an H2. Bracket /H2 standardization. And we're going to get rid of one bracket. And let's check that code.
This is not a good podcast.
Bingo, it says.
You know, we might play bingo.
Bingo was his name. Hold on now.
We said
pee all over this, let's clean up our code. You're going to want to make that H1, close the bracket, hit enter, bring that next line. Indentions are a little funky, but it's okay. Indentation?
The P element is used to create a paragraph of text on websites. Create a P element below your H2 element and give it the following text.
Perfect. So P is for paragraph, I believe. And so far you are rocking, but let's get rid of that space. All right, knock it out, son. You got this. That preview is actually what an HTML website would look like if you went to the domain and popped it up. So you are coding, you are hypertext markup languaging a website. As we speaking to
I'm trying to use Homebrew.
and Galley. Sounds like a pirating term. Getting to the end galley.
What do?
We're gonna have one too many spaces in here. We'll see.
Oh, did I? Sorry about that.
You know what? Check your code. Pretty close, and they gave it to you. Raise the roof, it says.
That is not funny. You know, something even more funny about that is the sponsor of today's video. We didn't get one.
What's really not funny is we live in Florida, and hurricanes, we do not want them raising the roof. So,
why are you just giving out info like that I've already given out in the past?
moving right along. Step 4, commenting allows you to leave messages without affecting the browser display.
It also allows you to make a code inactive. Comment in HTML starts with contains any number of lines of text and ends with, for example, the comment contains the text. Add a comment above the P element with this text above.
You know what? It'll all make sense once you get her done. So, what's that first one? Ooh, it's looking decent. Okay, let's make sure to cough right in the face. Okay. Now, we want to add that little remark. You see that remark there? After the lashes. You want to give it space. I believe there's a to-do. But,
A todo.
a toad
That's a reference
who
to something.
needs dough.
Todo.
Makes pretzels.
Wait.
Fresh out of his toad oven.
Toto.
To do, yes.
There we go.
So, if you're watching at home, children or fathers, although it is a little frantic, and maybe induces some hair pulling out if you have any left, children can learn the code or hypertext markup language. Markup, they can learn to markup. All right, so
Okay, and
we need to end that comment, but it's a little different than their opening tag there. How do you end this comment? Nope. We're
what do you mean? Oh,
you gotta inspect the instructions. And then you gotta respect the instructions, okay? Now let's hit check your code and see what happens here.
I think something's wrong.
No. This is the magic. See, look, let's try it. The magic of comments, before you continue, look at this. On the right preview there, the comment is not shown in the HTML. You know why? It's because when you go back to read your markup, you will see.
Who?
You personally. You will see that it was a comment. In case you need a comment. Something
HTML5 has some elements that identify different content areas. These elements make your HTML easier to read and help with search engine optimization, SEO, and accessibility. Identify the main section of this page by adding a less than main greater than opening tag for the H1 element and add a less than / main
closing tag.
Greater than closing tag after the P element.
Alrighty, right. So, moving already along. We're gonna see it's already put you in 3. Let's get that main tag in there. Somewhat, maybe okay. And now we're just completely out. Alright, so home row. Remember the home row.
I didn't realize to It doesn't have to be capitalized.
Okay, let's get a closing bracket in there. Now, do you notice that there's a line 8 open there for you? This is a gamified learning experience here on Free Code Camp. So we can bring our pointer, a little cursor, and hit that down arrow and plunk down to line 8 there. And let's give that same main a closing tag. Scorcher, you are absolutely on fire.
You know what else is on fire? Our house. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, what a novelty. Now, please click check your code. Let's see.
I don't think we did it right.
I believe you did. Now you definitely peed all over there. And ludicrous speed, go. Jeez Louise. I remember that from a movie called Spaceballs. I'm not joking. That's actually a movie.
I know. In the previous step, you put the H1, H2 common in the P elements inside the main element. This is called nesting. Nested elements should be placed in two spaces further to the right of the element they are nested in. This spacing is called indentation.
Indentation. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah, and so the H1 element, the H2 element.
No, you didn't. I messed up at the end. So the spacing is called indentation and is used to make HTML easier to read. The H1 element, H2 element, and the comment are indented 2 spaces more than the main element in the code below. Use the space bar on your keyboard to add 2 more spaces in front of the P element so that it's indented properly as well.
And we're off to the races here. So.
Did I do it correctly?
Well, if we press check your code, it'll give us a big fat error if we didn't. Sorry, your code does not pass. Keep trying. The opening P tag should have indentation that matches your H2. So, don't just keep jamming that button. It says, let's start 6
The opening P tag should have indentation that matches your H2 and common elements.
Make sure they're all 6 real quick, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, there were 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, give those H1s and H2s and split them over 6 spaces. Comments don't matter. Comments aren't shown.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, now they matter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As your child or adult gets further into coding or markup languages, there will be times. Ooh, definitely don't hit that. Hit the break. Your code will run into a language that requires certain spacing. I believe C.
You can add it.
C sharp do
You
not.
can add images to your website by using the IMG element. You can add images to your website by using the IMG element. IMG elements have an opening tag without a closing tag. A tag for an element without a closing tag is known as a self-closing tag.
Ooh, I'm excited. All right, let's pop that self-closing tag in there and see what happens. Now, you see, it says in that paragraph, it says see more cat photos in our gallery. I'm guessing you're building up to putting a beautiful little picture of the adorable little cat in there.
How is this not right?
Now, let's just give it a tag, okay?
Wow.
Put a less than to the left, greater than to the right. Put an image in between there. I think it's building you up to something.
But I thought it literally said
Check your code. Check your code.
a no opening tag without a closing tag.
You got it. Even Honey Badger cares.
Who's Honey Badger?
Honey Badger? You don't know who Honey Badger is? I also don't know.
HTML attributes are special words used inside of an opening tag of an element to control the element's behavior. The src attribute in the IMG element specifies the image's URL, where the image is located. Here's an example of an IMG element with the src attribute pointing to the Free Code Camp logo.
Study that example.
Gibbity gabbity goobity gab. Inside the existing IMG element, add an src attribute with this URL. Can I copy paste this?
Yes, but first, please look at that example.
src.
Because that's not going to do you any good. You look at the example.
Right.
So, get some focus here. You're going to want to duplicate. Okay. Now, we've already missed a step, so.
No, we haven't.
Okay, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
Carry on, my wayward son.
What does that mean?
It's a song.
I know.
I think something glorious is going to pop up on your HTML page. Close enough. Man, put a closing bracket at the end of that. You broke it. Well, you have to go past your quotation mark and put a closing bracket. And this is what they called a self-closing bracket. You do not have to do a dash image or whatnot. You rock. You rock. All right, look at that app we've made. It's a cat photo app. It's got cat photos. It's got more cat photos. It's got a cute little cat. Okay. Oh, you're on step 9. All image tags. Oh, actually should have an alt attribute.
All right, so we're gonna end off our podcast. I'm kidding. We haven't said anything interesting though. We're just doing this.
Well, it's educational and it's extremely fun, right? You're having a good time?
No.
So we're gonna finish step 9 up, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Let's see what he can do. James, take it away, bud.
No. Okay. All IMG elements should have an all attribute. The all attributes text is used for screen readers to improve accessibility and is displayed if the image fails to load. For example, I'm not reading that has an all attribute with the text a cat. Inside the image element, add an alteration attribute with this text. A cute orange cat lying on its back.
Alrighty. So
what was I supposed to do?
So, inside of that tag, you see how it says, hold on, you need to pay attention. You see how it says SRC equal quotation mark?
Yes.
In front of image, press space one time, type alt, and you have to delete that first one because it's giving you extra quotation. Now go arrow into the middle. Arrow into the middle. Not bracket into the middle. Arrow into the middle. Go right one. Right. And this is where you're going to have to deal with as a father-son team learning to code here. Go into the middle quotes, please.
Oh!
All right. Now, we want a cute orange cat lying on its back right there. Bang. If you don't type it exactly, it's not going to give you the correct code.
I know.
But you don't seem concerned with that.
That's why I'm showing that.
Actually, you're bug testing for him, aren't you?
No, I'm showing that if you do it wrong, your code doesn't work, and you have to do it right.
Oh, you're doing a good job.
Cute orange cat lying on its back, but it is wrong.
Oh, you have to put an equal after the alt. I think we deleted that on accident. Nope, everything's good. See?
No, it said, check that there is a space after the opening tag's name.
Put an equal sign after your alt, okay? And let's let her rip. Pull out all the stops. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Rumble Bros today.
Bye!
This one was a brain buster.
No, it was not interesting.
Children may not enjoy it, but I hope you had a fantastic time and were thoroughly entertained. This is Rumble Dad signing off. Rumble Son?
Don't call me that. And tomorrow, our video is going